So let's see how this goes. VoiD against Mars. Mars showing that he is doing an incredible job today, actually falling to Mr. E in a very close set. 3-2. But he's doing an awesome job otherwise. So we'll have to see how this goes.
All right, it is time.
All right, here we go.
Lilat is the first stage.
What is this stage? Is this DLC? Like,
yeah, right?
this is wild. All right.
All right. That's what happens, man, when you say no to striking. Or say no to Smash.
I guess so, yeah.
So, and when was the? I can't actually off the top of my head remember the last time these two have played. But it doesn't even matter because Mars is off to a very strong start. VoiD not even able to get any data from like the first 30 seconds of this game. He just got up air until just.
That's what happens when you get Niro'd by Mars. Like VoiD is just always the victim of that stuff. That's such a shame.
So let's see if VoiD can bring some back. You know, VoiD. Of course, I think honestly he's just as good, if not,
oh my gosh,
the same as Mr. R. I think he's a little bit more flashy and a little bit more willing to take some crazy risks, but able to keep himself in the game with that weak nair to bouncing fish.
Super deep too. He went all the way off the left-hand side and keeps himself in, like you said. I mean, Mars got that early percent combo, but if you just looked at this match now, it doesn't seem like it. Good up smash from Mars. Going to be under him, goes for the boost kick. Not going to happen, though.
Oh, I thought he was waiting for the air dodge. He got it, but didn't really do anything after that.
Yep. Good pivot grab. Very smart. Goes for the up air. VoiD trying to get away from him, but I think Mars smelled that out a long time ago. Gets the back air.
Landing on stage. Wow, that actually could have been really, really bad because if he pushed him off with that win box, he would have taken that stock, but instead Mars takes that stock. And hey, guys.
Hi. So Mars taking game one against VoiD once again with that boost kick. Awesome work. I feel like VoiD, if he didn't lose that first stock in such quick fashion, he would have put up much more of a fight, but Mars is going to take that.
We've seen that a lot this weekend where we have a close game despite someone getting gimped within like the first 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
So it makes me wonder what the next game is going to look like.
So here we go. Smashville is the pick, game 2. And I wonder if like Lilat just, I don't think that had any real effect on that match if I'm being honest.
Well, Mars did get the the platform to kind of boost his up air string, but both these characters kind of take advantage of platforms. They really just love every stage. So
absolutely. Be reverse paralyzer there. I think VoiD's slowing it down. He's not really one known to do that. He's known to kind of be all over his opponent and kind of smother them, but you can tell he's playing at mid-range. He's just kind of chilling right now.
Oh, what? Nice. That very, very lucky that paralyzer pushed him off the edge.
Yeah.
Did he get paralyzed once in the combo? Because
he got paralyzed, but it knocked him off. That's all it was.
Okay.
It's the forward throw. Tries to go for the fair. Does not happen. Gets the back air instead.
This is not looking like game 1 at all, as VoiD has almost 100% lead at this point.
Up air, not quite going to kill, but Mars, no. Okay.
No,
it looked like he came down from Lilat.
Yeah.
He was just like boosting down.
At this point, man, I feel like Mars always comes down with that slow down air. You know, if you have the upwards momentum, you press down air, you don't have the straight down air you usually get. But he seems to do it a lot. I guess like having a hitbox is really nice.
VoiD? Doing a little bit of a fancy movement.
It's a shimmy,
there.
man. He thinks he's playing Street Fighter V sometimes.
That was beautiful. I like that. So right now, VoiD with almost an entire stock lead. Mars trying to answer back, goes for the boost kick. And again, that's kind of that Zero Suit mentality, man. It's not safe, but
it seems
why
like
not?
Kind of a desperate boost kick because at that percent, it wouldn't have done really anything to VoiD.
Right.
I think a safer option might have been maybe up tilt if you really want that quick attack out of shield.
Seemed like a desperate, like, get off my shield option, you know, and I feel like she has better options for that, but goes for the boost kick there. Off the side. I feel like VoiD didn't DI that right.
Yeah, I don't think that should have KO'd, but it sends the VoiD to the last one anyway. I'm sure Mars is not complaining at all because that's exactly what he needs to keep himself in this game.
96% on Mars. Got cheers from the crowd. Mars gets the grab, but he does not confirm, but he is going to get this up air. Good nair by VoiD.
There it is, nice. Sheik, one of those characters, you know, if you miss that grab from that distance a lot, some characters wouldn't be able to punish, but Sheik is fast enough to get there in time.
Oh no, gets the pivot grab. He's hitting these up bears, and then the boost kick, not going to be enough.
That time, DI it correctly, man. He had the rage more than enough to kind of send him to the blast zone if he didn't DI correctly. But
VoiD really wants this down tilt. He just tried it like 4 or 5 times in a row. I think he wants a down tilt into up air to finish out this game.
I think he wants anything to finish out this game right now because he is down.
I think he wants to win.
Yeah, he wants to win the set. There it is. Yes, going to punish with the up air, and that is going to be game number 2. VoiD.
Nothing crazy on that. Like, he saw him falling. He could have gone for something, you know, maybe like a down smash, up smash. He says, no, let's do this, you know, methodically. Just go for the up air, and that's it.
You know, it's weird to say this because this is what really wins games, but I think Mars might be a little bit too trigger happy pulling these up Bs out of shield. He's gotten punished for them more often than not at this point.
The boost kick is a little, yeah, I agree.
Don't get me wrong; it has to be done sometimes. You know, so that's what wins That's what wins sets, win matches. But you know, once you start getting punished more than it's working,
I feel like the use case for it is usually pretty obvious. And I feel like Mars, you know, he sees opportunities, or at least he thinks he does, but then they're just not coming to pass. Dreamland for Game 3. It is currently 1-1.
Interesting. I wonder what stage VoiD banned, if not at this stage. Seems like a very serious stage to play ZSS on.
Yeah, whenever I see somebody go to Dreamland, I assume they ban Battlefield. Same with Duck Hunt and Final D, just because they're like spiritual, you know, similar.
Yeah, I guess she can have a hard time getting KOs on Battlefield with the Blast Zone. So if you really like platforms, I guess she'd rather go here.
And I feel like Dreamland's a fine choice against as Zero Suit against Sheik, just because remember how, you know, Lilat happened. That can happen way easier on Dreamland. That's just fine.
That's going to happen here, though, as VoiD off to another good start, just like game number 2.
Seems a lot calmer now. Seems a lot more in control. Good jab by Mars. Kind of dancing around, trying to hit these short hop aerials. He lands on the platform. Very unfortunate for him. Good bouncing fish from VoiD, following him all over.
I don't even hate that roll because there's not really much you can do when you're on a platform like that and your opponent chasing you. Wow! Haven't seen one of those in a while. Reading the air dodge with the vanish. I miss those days, man.
Not quite. Up air doesn't pop off, but he does get the needles into bouncing fish. VoiD is so far ahead of Mars right now. Mars has got to figure something out.
These very, very fast matches we're having. And realizing he's not going to be able to run there fast enough to punish that grab. He has the needles for that reason. And at this point, yeah, VoiD has lapped Mars. And Mars is going to have to make something happen here. Figure out a way to close out the stock early. And he can with those up air strings, but he needs to get it first. Once again, pulling the trigger.
Oh, wow.
Once again, pulling the trigger on that boost kick and losing the game because of it.
Yeah. That's all it takes, man. One mistake against these guys. You can't make any errors like that. And VoiD, especially VoiD, who is so optimal in his combos, he did the up air. He fell with it faster so that he would get out of the lag, and then he just hit another one. That was so smart. Right now, Mars is on his tournament game.
Yep, this could be it for Mars, man. He had a really good game number 1, but like we said, he had a very early gimp, or a very early kill, I'm sorry, I should say, on VoiD. But since then, since he's not getting these early kills, it seems like he's having a much, much harder time.
So here we go, final destination for the final game. And wow, what an explosive start by VoiD.
I'm telling you, man, optimal all the time. He knows exactly what works in what situation because he plays this character so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if there's anybody else who has really taken their character like to this level of just optimal.
I agree. So now they're kind of following each other all over the stage. Mars going for a kind of a strange grab.
So now that I think about it, this is really interesting. Taking VoiD to Final Destination after his first counter pick was Dreamland. So I guess he realized, man, these platforms are not working out for me.
I was thinking that too. The fact that, you know, we went kind of to the 2 extremes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, now Final Destination's so huge. Opts to go for something like this instead. I think dying to that up air really kind of changed his mind. And here, good nair from VoiD. Mars going to be forced to recover, but instead he falls into the up air and he's dead at 118.
Yep, and VoiD with that cross-up air, no idea which way to DI, going to send you straight upwards. And Mars is not happy about that at all. I think he's realized, I don't know how I'm going to win this one.
He doesn't have an answer for
when
this.
you're boost kicking at 0%, I don't know what else to tell you, man.
VoiD is just all over him, smothering him. And, I mean, he got the kill on Lilat with that, you know, goofy up B, that Zero Suit stuff. But, I mean, other than that, VoiD has just been into complete control of this entire set. He's looking to make it a 3-1 here on Final Destination.
Mars is such a smart player, though. You know, I'm not counting him out just yet. It's going to be an uphill battle if he wants to win this, but ZSS and Mars's ability as a player, I know he can do it if you know, if he makes the right plays and the right calls. Oh, wow.
I like it. I like the idea.
That could have changed things up right there. And we've actually seen VoiD do that. Both these characters have the ability to do that.
VoiD fighting for Sheik representation in top 8. Mr. R is down. Have to see if he's going to be the sole Sheik. Meanwhile, Mars trying to fill up the top 8 with 2 Zero Suits. Doing what he can. Good nair right there.
Things aren't looking good for him at all as he gets hit with another up air. VoiD's going to clutch out that set, close it out 3-1. Very solid set for VoiD.
Yeah.
Honestly, aside from that first game, that first up air kill, he didn't really look in danger of much that set.
Yeah, and I feel like Mars kind of went out with a whimper, not really a bang. There at the end, he just kind of fell into the up air. It seemed like he had no answers as the match went longer and longer. VoiD just having a response to pretty much everything he was going to do. As long as he didn't have that up air boost kick stuff going on, Mars just kind of seemed lost.
And you know, just that Final Destination pick is when I thought to myself, man, that's the complete opposite of Dreamland, and that's the complete opposite of what ZSS really wants. And I think at that point is when Mars kind of realized, I don't know if I can do it. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a great player. I think he's easily one of the top players in the US, but he just hit a stone wall with VoiD right there, and that was it.
It was kind of unfortunate, but I think that's going to wrap up our top 16, so I think you have your top 8 coming up for you very soon.
Wow, what a great top 16. And like I said, man, I think top 16, I think it's just as intense as top 8.
Oh,
because
absolutely,
all these players who just got knocked out, Ally at 9th place, got Mars at 9th place.
It's unreal.
These people who just got knocked out, they just came here.
Mr. R too, and
they didn't make any money.
Yeah. All these guys played so hard, they got so far, they beat all these good people, and then $0.
That's it. I hope you like the UGC. Don't get me wrong, it's a great event. Great event.
Oh, awesome event. It's harsh, man. It's a harsh world out here in the world of competition. So, yeah, I think we're going to transfer it over. We're going to be ready for the Wii U Top 8 coming very soon.
Coney. All right, so top 8 will be at 4 o'clock Central Time. It is now 2:45 Central Time. Yeah, my iPhone updates, jeez. But yeah, so an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to have some player interviews in the meantime. Coney, pleasure commentating with you.
Always a pleasure, man.
We
had so many blocks this weekend.
What I'm saying, yo,
it was awesome.
This is great.
It's awesome.
Guys, it was a pleasure commentating for you. Let us know how we did on Twitter. Also, quick shout out to my girlfriend, Bridget. I guess I have to do that now.
That's sweet. All right, it was awesome commentating, guys. Thank you for watching. Keep it tuned in. We're going to have some player interviews very soon. Enjoy the rest of the tournament. We'll see you soon.
Peace out, guys.